Press Freedom Under Siege, Hong Kong journalist convicted on sedition charges, by Satori News. In a verdict that underscores the escalating assault on press freedom, Stand News, a now defunct independent Hong Kong media outlet, along with two of its former editors, have been convicted by Hong Kong authorities on charges of sedition. This historic ruling, which marks the first such conviction of a media company and its journalists since Hong Kong's handover to China in 1997, was passed down despite international outcry and epitomizes the city's deteriorating rights landscape. The lengthy trial of Stand News' former chief editor Chung Pui Quen, former acting chief editor Patrick Lam, and the parent company Best Pencil Hong Kong Limited concluded with a conviction of conspiring to publish seditious material, as stated under the crimes ordinance of the period. This ordinance has now been absorbed into the new national security law, Safeguarding National Security Ordinance, which was enacted in March 2024 and carries far more severe potential penalties. 11 articles from the Stand News website formed the crux of the court's ruling, deemed seditious for their content, ranging from news reports and interviews to commentaries. In its heyday, Stand News was celebrated for its intrepid reporting, but the judgment against it reflects a precarious new reality for journalists operating in Hong Kong, as self-censorship and intimidation become the norm in the shadow of repressive laws. The landmark sentence is scheduled for September 26, 2024, leaving Chung and Lam on bail until that date. The maximum sentence that awaits them under the previous crimes ordinance is 2 years, yet under the new national security law, they could face 10 years in prison, a stark escalation and clear message to deter similar journalistic endeavors. International observers and human rights advocates, including Amnesty International's China director, Sarah Brooks, have been unequivocal in their condemnation. Brooks underscored the ruling as a nail in the coffin for Hong Kong's press freedom, asserting the accused were targeted simply for doing their legitimate journalistic work. Stand News was compelled to cease operations and delete its entire online presence in December 2021, after a dramatic raid by over 200 national security officers, a move that was seen as a severe blow to the remaining vestiges of press freedom in the city. The broader implications of today's verdict are significant, warning of possible future clampdowns and further instilling fear among journalists and civil society in Hong Kong. Calls are increasing for the Hong Kong authorities to abrogate the oppressive use of sedition laws, relics of the colonial era, that are now being wielded to stifle dissent and suppress fundamental freedoms. In convicting Stand News and its former editors, the Hong Kong judiciary has underscored the fraught landscape for freedom of expression in the city. Without a paradigm shift, the chilling effect of such convictions could continue to undermine the fabric of a free and dynamic press, the cornerstone of any society that aspires to be fair, just, and open. Thank you for choosing Satori News.